Hello and welcome back to Car Mechanic Simulator 2014. Can't forget the simulator bit. Alright, whoops, last time we were here helping this guy in his uneven suspension, which I believe was down to a bushing, or at least I forgot a bushing and it took a while to find. And anyway, so let's find out who's next through the door. Okay, the next person into my plush showroom garage is a family Vulcan. My fuel costs have been rising for months. I don't like it because rising gas prices are clearly not the only reason for it. Right. Okay. Alright, rising fuel costs. Fuel pump, fuel filter. Air mix. I always like to check the air filter first. Oh, go on. It's like scratching an itch. If only I didn't have to take all these other bits first, eh? I could get straight into that juicy air filter. It's just going to have nothing wrong with it. Why have I got the rainbow theme tune on my mind? I shouldn't sing it anyway. I might get warned. Okay. Oh, it does look a bit knackered actually. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So for once I was correct. I say for once. Again, I was correct. Trying to be positive. So I should have a quick gander at the fuel filter, etc. There we go. Boop. Yeah, look, the fuel pump was a bit knack red. Just click on it a few different times. There we go. Yeah, 23%. And one assumes that looks perfectly happy, and that is fine. Fine with a right, okay, so fuel pump and air filter. So let's see if the magic vice has got any advice about fuel pumps. Where's the vice? Oh, it's over here. Underneath my flat tool set. I got awarded to me for being good enough to move out of the toilet garage. Okay. Well, I have to say I didn't notice whether our airflow meter needed any fixing, but crikey, might as well fix it. How much is that to fix? Yeah, go on, let's fix it all. I'm not sure why I've still got those pieces. And I need an air filter, so let's pop to the garage. Not the garage, we're in the garage. Pop to the computer, which is over here. Air filter. 9 grand. It's a bit stretched on that monitor, but it's fine when we're looking at it. Right, so fuel pump back in the car. Bang my head, teleport my head through the car, and we're in assemble mode, so let's go. Okay. Now we all know, because obviously everyone else but me knew, that I also need to buy my fuel pump. Distracted by the fact I fixed things at the vice, I think. I forgot I needed the fuel pump. Alright, so fuel pump. Okay. Teleport through the car. Whoop. Alright. Let's take 2. Fuel pump. There we go. Nice shiny fuel pump. Get in there. There we go. So, back on the floor, and air jobbies replaced. I assume I don't need new air other thing, as one of the extra bits was broken on the air meter. We'll find out, I guess, very shortly. Air filter cover's nice and fresh. That doesn't seem to wear out on these cars that I've seen. And then the airflow meter. That's the only one we've got, so obviously was the one that was knackered. Come on, there we go. Oh, hot spot. Where's your hotspot gone? Oh. This bolt's been recalcitrated. Have I cross-threaded it? Is there a cross-threaded minigame I haven't come across yet? That'll be horrific. Why isn't it bolting it in? Crikey, that was a little bit bizarre. Right, and then this, which is fine. Okay, well, without having looked at anything else, it's quite hard to believe that's correct. I didn't notice whether all parts assembled or no parts left to assemble came up, so I have to hope for that. But anyway, okay, job done. There we go. I hope your fuel consumption is much lower. Let's see who's next. Alright, I hear someone pushing their car underneath the door. It's a red Vulcan Spectre. I started to hear a whining noise from the back of my car. Could you check it out and then replace all my filters and oil? Okay, so the cause of the whining. I assume you haven't recently lost a family dog. Or indeed any other or a child, perhaps? A family child, though, as opposed to, like, you know, one of them other children. Anyway, good. So replace whining noise from the back of the car, filters and oil. Alright. Whining noise from the back of the car. The exhaust, perhaps? Or a suspension doohickey? Gorlummy. I wonder if I'll have to ask around on my other mechanic friends. Basically, I'm talking about Google. Oh, hang on. Now I can see all sorts of horrible wear on whatever this is. The axle diff. Alright, well, let's try. Oh, I'm going to have to take the bloody wheels off for that, aren't I? Take the bloody wheels off. I only meant to take the bloody wheels off. And you have to follow that. And I'm going to say impersonation with the quotes, that impersonation with the one that goes, my name is Michael Caine, so that people actually know what the hell you were doing. Well, people who are as good as impressions as I am, anyway. Okay, so which was it? It's the axle, isn't it? I have to take out. So thaxle, as they'd say up north. Let's remove thaxle. Depending which part of the north, of course, because if you're in a different part of the north, it'll be taxle. You have to take off taxle. Although they'll actually say taxle, because it's two separate words. I don't know why. I'm sorry. I'm shutting up now. Yes, bolting. So, you know, it's easy just to repeat the thing you're doing. Bolty, 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 bolty. And removing thaxle. Well, the taxle. If you come from a combination, a combination of different different northernnesses in your makeup, in your genes. Alright, so now can we get at the diff? Or diff? Yes, 23%. Now I wasn't looking at any of those axles, so I'm kind of hoping there's a kind of hush. These all look alright, don't they? Yeah, let's not bother with any of that. Right, but oops. No, the other thing I need to do is while I'm here is take out the fuel filter, because that needs replacing. Okay, so let's check with Vice. Yes. Go on, Vicey. Ooh, 768. That's quite pricey. And as usual, I've got no idea how much we're being paid. Oh, plenty. 3,000 uzds. So let's bring that back down and take out Thoil filter and Thair filter. Got northern theme today. Oh, my air filter, eh? That's my favourite. Oh, take off the engine cover first. Useless bit of plastic. Keeps it all nice and clean. Yeah, whatever. And hopefully there'll be fewer issues putting the bolts back onto the air cover flow meter thingy. Dee-dum-dum-da-dee-day. Oil filter. It's the filter Whoops. Oh, impatience. It's annoying in others and yourself. There we go. Okay, so set of filters. I fixed the diff. Oh, I should have put that straight back on. Stupid boy. Okay, I can remember to sell. Whoops, that's not how you sell stuff. Where's that gone? I need to sell the rubbish because I keep forgetting to do this, and it all builds up. Fuel pump. No, I haven't bought a new one of those yet. Oh, that's what it matters. Oil filter, fuel filter, and another fuel filter. Okay, so to the shop, like. Alright. So we are looking for another air filter. Didn't notice anything else requiring stuff, so fuel filter be next. And then an oil filter. Remembering. Right, look, you can pay 500 just for a new plastic engine cover. Good crikey. Alright, so filters back in. Where's the engine gone? I'll change the ratchet to screw in mode. And then repeat the thing you're doing. Bolty, 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 bolty. Reminds me of the Badger song, actually. Yeah, I don't know if you're not aware of it in the UK recently. Well, over time there has been issues where farmers blame badgers for the spread of TB among cattle. There was a scientific examination of this to see if that was the case, and the government was advised that it wasn't actually within their interests to cull the badgers, which is what they wanted to do. But they decided to go ahead and try and do it anyway, and of course, you know, there's lots and lots of people in uproar about this. Not just because people love badgers, but the fact that the government had asked its scientific advisors what the best course of action was and then promptly just ignored them. Which some felt was a little bit ridiculous. So anyway, one of the things that happened is there was a song about badgers, and mainly it went badger, 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 and was, despite that, surprisingly successful. And I guess can best be described as an earworm. If you don't know what an earworm is, look it up. Anyway, let's see if we can actually find the sweet spot to put this thing in. Here we go. Axle diff. Now we do have to actually put it back down to get those bits in. Alright. I'm still slightly confused as to why I've got a button for the lift and it's like there's this whole console just for the button. Now I know that this actually has other little buttons on there, but I don't use any of them. But it's not attached, not wires or anything. I should shut up. Right, okay. Getting on with it. Right, so, Axel, what condition were you in, Mr. Axel? Are you fine? Bolty, bolty, bolty. Wheelie, wheelie. Bolty, bolty. Shine, shine, shine. So anyway, yes, the badgers were culled a little bit, although not nearly as much. You know, there was... they had a number of badgers that they wanted to have been culled, and they were even paying people to sort of go out and, you know, bring back some badgers and we'll give you money, you know, like the old days. But even then, they still didn't manage to cull enough, and there was lots of people trying to stop people doing the culls, and of course, you know, now we're getting some scientific research coming through that's saying that culling badgers isn't the best way to curb TB. Well, I think a lot of us knew that anyway, and there's also some device over whether the TB is coming from the badgers in the first place. I mean, to be fair, with our mass marketing, with our mass industrialization of farming, it's much more likely to be something like, you know, the way we feed animals to herbivore animals, and so many horrible practices involved in modern farming. What am I doing? Oh yes, I remember what I'm doing. Surprisingly. There we go. So I'm looking for my oil canister, so I've got to play... Whoa, it kind of sucked to me there, that was quite weird. I've got to play... find the hole, which is virtually impossible in this... black... Oh no, it's here, this is the hole I'm looking for. So it needs to be... sort of... here, I think. So, yes, that looks good. Right, now I can attempt to drain the oil. Oh, yeah, I can't assemble it. I have to unassemble it. And I like the way it zooms me out again. So, there, is it going to go in the hole? Yeah, yes! All those little balls of used oil. See how they come out in balls. Right, okay, so now I can... detach myself. Well, now I can remember the keys. Detach myself, take this out of the way. Let's pop it over there. I'm not very good at putting things back where they should be. Oops, I need to bring the car back down. And we need to pour some fresh yellow balls of oil into the engine. You think I'm joking, but look. Balls of oil. You can't help but think of balls of steel when you say something like that. Balls of oil, which does sound a little bit wrong, I have to say. It's not something you really want someone to accuse you of, isn't it? You have oily balls! Okay. Oh no, hang on, not quite finished. There's my favourite part of the engine to replace. Okay. And the buttons to remember. Okay, so now I think I've solved all your problems, mate. Tick, tick, tick. No more whining. Filters replaced. Oil replaced. Great. Alright, well, thanks for watching. That felt quite fast. A couple of more cars done. I don't know how many invoices there are, but presuming we get to 65, 66-ish is where the next garage change will be. A bit way off that yet. Anyway, come back next time for more fun and frolics, and maybe some more stories about badgers. There won't be any more stories about badgers.